Dr. Prabhakar Patil, you have come here for the first time. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Our gratitude. So, Dr. Mahajan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, absolutely,
Okay. So, we
sir,
start.
I can hear you.
Yes. So,
So that
uh,
was an excellent video. I would
yes, I mean, every morning, these morning affirmations, morning
really highly
thoughts,
appreciate, sir, if you.
uh, they bring a good start for the day. So, did you write your gratitude?
Sir, from day one, it is being done, sir.
Okay.
So from
So
day we
today,
started,
I
each and
mean,
every
like,
day it is being written.
okay. So you have to, I mean, uh, today we had kept that we will be writing about our education. So let me tell you,
Sir, I have kind of written about everything, means, of course, I have included education, but that I have included like as a one word means. So
yes,
that is one of my gratitude. Then our others were all in the other fields. That is how I had it. So the
okay,
10
no
gratitudes are
problem, no
not
problem.
everything with regards to
Yes. I mean, because many people say that once they have written on the second or third day, they don't have any, they can't find anything. So it
yeah,
is a good
sometimes.
strategy to make the topics.
Huh,
But it's
sir,
okay
like,
if
of
you
course,
have
it
if you
does
have
happen.
every day some new reason for gratitude.
Yes, sir. So what happens, it is a fact which I feel we fail the proper words exactly to choose for what has to be written. So maybe like we may just put it, thank you for the health of our body, like, thank you for the
Yes,
education that we have received, in this manner.
yes,
But
yes,
maybe how to break it down further, maybe that we need to understand better.
yes. And I remember when I was in PMT, I couldn't make it in the first time, but there a PMT in another college was being held late in September, and I didn't know about it. So one of my friends, he gave me his form on the last day,
Oh,
and uh, he said, "I am not appearing. You please take this form." And 30th September was the last day of filling the form, and he gave me the form on 30th September. I just filled the form and deposited it in the post office.
oh
And
my God.
uh, and because the stamp of the post office was of 30th September, they accepted it. So, and rest was history. That is how I joined medical college. I mean, it was
Oh my
just
God.
a miracle.
Absolutely,
And
sir. Nothing short of a
yes,
miracle.
yes. Uh, and even in college, uh, so many good things happened. One of my teacher, Professor Abbas, he once told me that uh, health for all will be a miracle. I was sitting in the front row in 1987, and it
Uh-huh.
was as if he was challenging me. So
Uh-huh.
I made a uh, goal at that time that this is going to be my. Uh, I mean, that day evening, I read a book, uh, Tough-Minded Hearts for Tender-Hearted People. So in that,
Uh-huh.
there was that you must have a God-sized goal in your life. So I said, what can be the
Uh-huh.
God-sized goal? The
Uh,
a community medicine book was lying there in which Health for All, etc., was written. So I said, as an experiment, let me have it. My God-sized goal is going to be to achieve health for all, which was an
Oh.
impossible situation at that time.
Uh-huh.
But because had to be a God-sized goal way back in 87. At that time, Indian economy was also very low. So, but every day I started as if we are putting one drop in the ocean every day. This was explained how to achieve a God-sized goal. And one drop in the ocean every day and the ocean fills. So I started at that time, and as a result, uh, an ordinary boy, he did one post-graduation in pediatrics, second in pathology, and then followed by a diploma in computer networking, followed by uh, Famer Fellowship, and then Masters in Health Professional Education from England. So, in the process, and then also started MEU India. So, in which we have now connected over 25,000 people are there, and it is continuously increasing.
Right, sir.
So, it all started with one God-sized goal, and I am very grateful for that goal. And my teacher, who challenged me to, I mean, the way he spoke, as if I was sitting in the front row, and it was like as if he was challenging me that it will be a miracle. So, this is how we started. And I was in second prof, second or third prof at that time. So, a very young boy, but it it's so funny that very small beginnings, they lead to many things. And when we started, I mean, the kind of education I received in the process is as if nature was sending me opportunities right and left to do this, and even resources, they started appearing from everywhere. Even got a scholarship from Famer.
Wow,
So,
sir.
yes, I mean, it's a miracle. You just, I mean,
Right, sir.
just
Right.
because this gratitude, uh, it brings so much. And if Indian hospitals and Indian medical colleges, if the kind of uh, things we get, I mean, our interpersonal, they will grow. Welcome, Dr. Pragati. Dr. Mahajan, I think your connection, it gives some disturbance. So, Dr. Pragati, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's pleasure to be here.
Yeah, you are from which place?
Sir, I'm working in Madhya Pradesh. I'm a medical college faculty, professor and head in community medicine.
Very good. So, thank you for joining this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is only through the energy, the group energy of the group, that these activities will rise. We will for 30 days, we will be reading this magic book, and we will be focusing by Rhonda Byron, and we will be writing 10 gratitudes every day. And today is day 0. Will be running the same presentation which we did last evening, but we will be discussing it also.
Right, sir.
Do you believe? Believe in magic? Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl.
So, in the beginning, the author has placed this image of
Roald Dahl, 20.
a beautiful image, and in which she says he has created a lot of this is the stars.
Century writer.
Remember when you were a child and you looked at life in total wonder and awe? Life was magical and exciting, and the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by the frost on the grass, a butterfly flittering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground. You were full of excitement when you lost a tooth, because it meant the tooth fairy would be coming that night. And you would count down the days to that magical night of Christmas. Even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night, somehow he did it, and he never let you down. Reindeer could fly. There were fairies in the garden. Pets were like people. Toys had personalities. Dreams came true, and you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy. Your imagination knew no limits, and you believed that life was magical. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever thwart our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems and difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. It's one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children, so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it's just for a moment. I am here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true, and it's the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. The magic of life is real, and it's as real as you are. In fact, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, awe-inspiring and exciting than anything you've seen before. When you know what to do to bring forth the magic, you will live the life of your dreams. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. You may not see reindeer fly, but you will see the things you've always wanted appearing before your eyes, and you will see the things you've dreamed of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything weaved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm, and that's the most thrilling part. Are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day, like when you were a child? Get ready for the magic.
I mean, when we were kids, we were all very, we didn't care about anything. Everything was happening. We had a lot of dreams, small things. We loved them. The cakes we used to eat, the company of our friends. We used to follow butterflies. We used to play with puppies. We used to play with uh, very simple things. Even in those days, current sophisticated toys were not there. We used to play with even simple uh, utensils, and we used to use them as bells. And so in our life, now we have got so much. Each one of us has got so much that it's time to express gratitude.
Our adventure begins 2,000 years ago, when life-changing knowledge was hidden within a sacred text.
A great mystery is revealed.
The following passage comes from the Gospel of Matthew in the Holy Scriptures, and it has mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by many people over the centuries.
Whoever has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him.
You have to admit that when you hear the passage, it appears unjust, as it seems to be saying that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. But there's a riddle to be solved in this passage, a mystery to uncover, and when you know it, a new world will have opened up for you. The answer to the mystery that has eluded so many for centuries is in one hidden word: gratitude.
Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them.
By the revelation of one hidden word, a cryptic text is made crystal clear. 2,000 years have passed since those words were recorded, but they are as true today as they ever were. If you don't take the time to be grateful, you will never have more, and what you do have, you will lose. And the promise of the magic that will happen with gratitude is in these words: if you're grateful, you will be given more, and you will have an abundance. From the Quran, the promise of gratitude is equally emphatic.
And remember when God proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will give you more. But if you are ungrateful, verily my punishment is indeed severe."
It doesn't matter what religion you follow or whether you're religious or not. These words from the Holy Scriptures and the Quran apply to you and your life. They are describing a fundamental law of science and of the universe. Gratitude operates through a universal law that governs your whole life. According to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy in our universe, from the formation of an atom to the movement of the planets, like attracts like. It's because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings because they are energy too. And so whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract to you.
We are all part of the same universal energy. And this energy operates, in all these books, religious books, there is a big component of gratitude and acceptance. So, we have to bring this, and in our day-to-day life, in our departments, in our hospitals, in our family life, in our commercial life, in our social life, there is a big role of gratitude which has to be there. And if she said that those who give gratitude, they will get more. And those who don't give gratitude, whatever they have, even that will be taken away from them.
Think, I don't like my job. I haven't got enough money. I can't find my perfect partner. I can't pay my bills. Or I think I'm coming down with something. he or she doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents, or you think my child is a problem, my life is a mess, or my marriage is in trouble, then you must attract more of those experiences. But if you think about what you're grateful for, like, I love my job, my family is very supportive, I had the best vacation, or I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever, or I had a great weekend camping with my son, and you sincerely feel the gratitude, the law of attraction says you must attract more of those things into your life. It works in the same way as metal being drawn to a magnet. Your gratitude is magnetic, and the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It is universal law.
Yes, this is important. I mean, in our departments, we have got so many. If you just start saying that my department is very supportive, my head of department is very supportive, my college institution is very supportive, my principal is very supportive, and it will start manifesting in your life. Your family is very supportive. Your mother-in-law is very supportive. Your daughter-in-law is very supportive. And your colleagues are very supportive. So these thoughts, when you put into the universe, into your mind, in your environment, they start manifesting. And this is because in all our colleges, the interpersonal relationships, we should be grateful for them. You say, I'm grateful for the wonderful interpersonal relationships.
You will have heard sayings like, whatever goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, or you get what you give. Well, all of those sayings are describing the same law, and they're also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered. Newton's scientific discoveries included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one of which says, every action always has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says, every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving, and what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you've given. This means that the very action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving. And the more sincerely and the more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. Dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you've received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said thank you before he performed each miracle. From the Australian Aborigines to the African Maasai and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Shawnee and Cherokee, to the Tahitians, Inuit and Maori, the practice of gratitude is at the very root of most Indigenous traditions.
When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies with yourself. Tecumseh, 18th century Shawnee Native American leader.
History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, as well as Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Proust, Descartes, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many, many more. Albert,
if we see in our environment, almost everyone, I mean, nobody was given the best of life. The Nelson Mandela, he was in prison most of his life. Even our Ram and Sita, Lakshman, they went to the forest and they were they had gratitude for the forest. The entire Ramayana is basically a life of gratitude for whatever life has given them. And the story is, the entire story of Ramayana is happening in the forest. It is not happening in the king's palace. So whatever, if we just start giving gratitude for what is already given to us, I mean, our education, I mean, we have, I mean, if we, most of our medical, we all have gone to the best schools, and the way we have, we had the best teachers, we had the best parents who made sacrifices for educating us. We had the best, I mean, those of older age, we in those days there was only government education, government colleges, and the government provided us with almost free education. Hardly, I remember my annual fee for medical education in a central government institution was hardly 500. So we have received so many, even we used to get even books from the library for the whole year.
Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. Is it any wonder that so many of life's mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein? Is it any wonder that he made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life, and in return, he received many forms of abundance. When Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him. The scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, and prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its results, and most were aware of its inherent power. Yet still gratitude's power is unknown to most people today, because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. My story is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. If I had been asked many years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered, yes, for sure I'm a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. The truth is, I was not a grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant, and just saying the words thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt and it was increasing a little bit more every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationships swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of each day, and I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illnesses going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on vacation, but then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. I wasn't living. I was surviving from day to day and from paycheck to paycheck. And I would no sooner solve one life problem than more problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life, and as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed, and the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt-free. And shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationships, work, and health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it was possible to feel. I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed.
So this was the today's session, and I mean, Rhonda Byrne says that the more gratitude we bring in our life, the more and more gratitude will start happening. Thank you, Dr. Nita. Thank you, Dr. Rajshri, Dr. Prabhakar. So, as it comes in more and more in our life, the more and more abundance starts coming in our life. So, I would like anyone to share something from their own life.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I?
Yes, please. Dr. Pragati.
Yes, sir. So, good morning, everybody. Actually, I thrive on gratitude, and I've been doing this for the past, say, 10 to 12 years. And I think The Secret was the first non-fiction book I read. But more than Secret, I was more influenced in my life by another book, that is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. So this book has a separate chapter on I think on gratitude, and I was really fascinated and pleasantly surprised knowing that you can thank for anything in the world. So that is what I've been practicing. And she mentions about thanking, the way sir you say that we need to thank our colleagues, and even the lowest sir, I can't start my video.
Okay.
My
No
battery is
problem.
too
No
low.
problem.
So sorry about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is, what she mentions is, you should, whenever you pay your bills, that was the thing which was really, which really caught me by surprise, that you should pay your bills with gratitude. You should not be, feeling burdened or sick to pay your bills. So that was another one thing. And the other thing, you can thank even the inanimate objects. So I've been using this in my personal life, and I have, yes, I have.
It seems she is, yes, Pragati, she's back.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? I just
Yes,
lost
yes,
the connection.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So the other day, I'm
Your
two
connection is,
children. So, hello.
yes,
Can you hear me, sir?
yes, now we can hear
So,
you.
yeah. So the other day I was in a school, and we were asked to uh, speak on sex education, but then we didn't know the crowd and we didn't know the audience, so we couldn't just get into the topic proper as such. So I thought that I would just go from general to more specific. And about sex education, I just told about good touch and bad touch because that I was thought was more appropriate for them. But the other things which I started to tell them was about personal hygiene and how to, pray and some general things. But then I also told them to thank their parents, then their relatives, and their even I don't call my maid, I call her my caretaker. So thanking the caretakers, even thanking the school bag, thanking the water bottle, the tiffin box, or your school driver, bus driver, and things like that. So I think that probably would have, made some effect or some kind of an impression on them. But this was the recent most thing that I can share. But in my personal life, I do really practice gratitude to a lot of extent. Even I also thank all those who are kind of, because in every institute and every workplace there is some amount of good practice and bad practices, the politics what we call. So for such people also, I really thank that they made me stronger. They made me uh, go through and pull through all the bad times. Because they were bad to me, I knew how to be more stronger. So that is one perspective I can share. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And in fact, it is these situations and giving gratitude for everything is you keyword. It makes you stronger.
Absolutely.
It said anything that does not kill you makes you stronger. So this is, I mean, bad times they make us very strong, and in our
True.
institutions also, I have seen the when recently one postgraduate, she committed suicide because the head of department refused to sign her thesis. I mean,
Yes.
these things, I mean, because there was no gratitude.
Hmm.
Everyone needs to be trained to have gratitude, and this could have been taken as an opportunity to make the thesis better.
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, so all our postgraduates, all our faculty, all our um, colleagues, they need, there is a need for gratitude, big need, especially in the sort of a movement for physician, heal thyself. So,
Right.
movement has to be there. So anybody would like to share, and please raise your hands. And I express gratitude to all of you for joining this. It's your energy which will keep this running.
Thank you, sir, for taking this initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to say something?
May I, Dr. Neeta here?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Again, I'm very thankful to all of you participants and Dr. Bedi especially, who really took extra pain to call me and motivate me to join this. And I'm very, very thankful. As Pragati has said and you also said, normally when we say thank you, it is just a lip service. It really doesn't come from the core. And secondly, that when we face adversity, when we face conflict, at that time this our constant feeling of gratitude and looking good things in the bad times always helps. So that is we have to develop this, and we cannot say that we don't know how to do this. All these scriptures and all what you have said, we can learn and we can practice daily, and make it as a second habit to feel gratitude all the time, particularly with those people who really are in conflict with us. And when we express gratitude, even in silence, even when we are not with them, the vibrations do go, and when next time you meet them, they are also their attitude also changes. So this I have experienced personally whenever I had conflict, and when I started practicing this, feeling thankful that they are making me strong. So this one I have also experienced. And giving gifts and whatever we give, I have found that if I give one gift to anybody, I get two more within the short duration. So I was always wondering, why this is happening. So I guess this is the same principle. Recently, when I retired in March, I thought of, as it's a feeling of gratitude and thankfulness, I thought I will give a small gift to all my colleagues. And I was so surprised. In the end, I received so many gifts that actually I had given. So I was really touched. I feel this principle also works very, very truly. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, our interpersonal relationships, for them, this is a very good way.
Yes, it improves. It improves a lot once we start practicing.
Yes. So anybody else would like to share something?
So may I ask something?
Yes, please.
It is wonderful to join this group. I really, really actually feel blessed that even this group and this kind of session was introduced to me. That is my one grateful thing which I had written down also, that I was exposed to something like that. And it is wonderful to hear from the other audience also that yes, when they had inculcated all these things, that it made wonder. So it kind of even sets in our belief system much more higher. Yes, miracles do happen. Sir, I just wanted to know one thing, is when we write the gratitude down, is it something that which is already there for us, or even what is not there for us, yet we can say ki, yes, I'm grateful it is there for us.
I mean, ideally, you can say fake it till you make it. So it is it will be nice if you can, even if it is not there, you give gratitude in advance and it will happen.
So, no, what I meant to say, so those things also can be written in the diary that yes, I'm grateful for this. Means
Yes,
even if it's not there, I can yet mention that, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So I just wanted to inquire on this manner as such. And otherwise, the experience has been wonderful. I want
to say, Mahajan, there is some disturbance in your. So I have a. in lands of stethoscope and healing touch, where magic. Let me just increase the size of the. Just a moment. There's a small poem in lands of stethoscopes and healing touch, where medical minds strive and care so much. A magic book by Byron is an inspired grace, guides medical hearts in life's fast-paced race. For medical students with dreams in their eyes, the pages unfold a magical sunrise with gratitude's ink. They write their path to heal the wounded, ease suffering's path. In bustling hospitals where life's battles are fought, health professionals stand compassionate and taught. The magic book whispers secrets so wise to embrace each dawn with grateful skies. It speaks of mornings enchanted and bright, where positivity blooms, banishing night with gratitude's wand. They summon the day with hope as their guide. They light the way. Oh, the magic book in hands of white coats transforms challenges to blessings, life's anecdotes for MBBS students and healers alike. It imparts magic dust, a touch to psych. To patients and cases, they give their all, answering each summons, whether big or small, with hearts full of thanks and minds each clear. They banish negativity, the shadows disappear. Through surgical theaters, clinics, and wards, the magic book inspires healing cards, and with each act of kindness, gratitude spell creates miracles where once shadows fell. In the realm of medicine, where magic combines the magic book, whispers secrets that shine, the medical souls on a noble quest, the Bayern's magic brings gratitude zest. So, dear medical students and healers so bright, embrace the magic and let the gratitude take flight. For in magic book by your side, you will find a beacon of positivity forever entwined. So, this was a small poem combining the medical profession with the magic book and the gratitude in general. So
Nice, sir. It was very nice.
thank you. I mean, our whole, what is happening, as Dr. Russell says, there is a disease called traumatic de-idealization, which is spreading all over the medical students all over the world. Dr. Russell is, MEU India was associated with them for the bioethics course, and the first lecture used to be on this. I will share that recording also, that this phenomenon, when medical students come in, they are very idealistic, and when they go out, they are de-idealized. This is a traumatic de-idealization in the 5 years. And magic book is the answer to overcome this traumatic de-idealizations. So many people, 13 or 14 suicides took place in Kota. Just because of lack of gratitude. So, our society needs a lot of it. So, anybody else would like to share something, or we can end? Okay.
Sir, one,
So,
sir, one humble request where the morning affirmation, if you can share that video, please, that would be excellent, sir, separately.
I'll share on the WhatsApp group, and I will share this recording also. I mean, I think we are just making arrangements that each and every it will be shared on YouTube also. Uh, the morning prayer also I will suggest. This morning is because once we have a morning, then that's gratitude spreads over whole of the day. We can have a session in the evening, but that is the end of the day. So mornings are very important. We can see what we can do for the evening people. Thank you, Dr. Achari. So, would you like to say something?
I was in one session, joined. I joined at 7:50.
Okay. I mean, it's your continuously coming. It gives us energy. It gives us a lot of encouragement. So with this, it's already 8 o'clock and time to end. You all have to leave for your institutions.
Is it the same time tomorrow?
Yes, 7 o'clock, same time, same link. Throughout the link will be same.